Hello, everybody. It's Laura Ward, and I am in my SoMATic Mat class, which is basically an exercise class with a more somatic lean. So we do some yoga, some dancer stretch stuff, some weird stuff that I've made up, and some things that other people have made up. Generally leaning towards health. I consider this like the insurance policy for my movement repertoire of all the things I need to do. We're going to start with breathing standing. So coming up, often we start this way. And I was talking before about the sun salutation. If we were doing the sun salutation, like what's the meaning? Exhale, let your head drop of the sun salutation, like hello to the sun. So opening, reaching away from center, and then letting it drop down. Imagining, because in my neighborhood, actually, it looks like the sky is getting blue on one side, but the side where the sun is totally cloudy. So imagining that you're seeing the sun and that as you are opening your arms and radiating outward, you're taking in the energy of the sun and returning gratitude to the sun. One more, inhale, lift and open, and exhale, drop it down. Once you get down, shift from side to side. Let yourself move from side to side. Maybe here's a great time to give some gratitude to the earth as we plant our hands and feet on the earth. And then as rippling through our bodies, fluid movement through our spines, head-tail connection, come into center, roll it all the way up. And we're going to do this internal external rotation thing that is kind of for our cerebral spinal fluid. So we're going to internally rotate the arms, drop the head. You can also internally rotate the legs or not. Externally rotate, lift, and open. Exhale, hollow and curl. And inhale, spiral outward, arch, and open. Taking it slow and easy. It could be like a couple of breaths in each direction. Letting your scapula rotate forward and sort of wrap around. And then as you spiral open, they're moving back, chest, lungs, and heart opening. So thinking of this curl, inhale, open. As we curl in, protecting the front of the body. And as we open out, arching, lifting, expanding. Last one, exhale and curl. And inhale, arch and open. Let's just circle the shoulders, bending the knees. So we're going to move a little bit first, and then we're going to do the lymph flush. But just getting the body going first through movement, waking it up, creating inner space, change direction, circling up and over. This can be as spinal as feels good to you. I'm bending and straightening my knees as I do it. And I'm moving my spine as well. So there's a ripple and a wave moving through the spine. Let's take the arms out and internally rotate in a bigger position here. Externally rotate arms and chest and lungs. Internally rotate, spiraling the hands, rotating, externally rotating. Thinking of from the fingertips in, all the way into the organs. So all the way into your lungs, all the way into your heart, maybe even into your esophagus, which is moving down through here. Inhale, spiraling and opening. So your esophagus, which is, if you swallow, food is moving down through your esophagus, should have free movement in that central channel. So as like we do these types of arching and curlings, there should be separation between the lungs and the esophagus, right? It's not all gummed up in there. There's free movement. And also our stomach and our liver, all of this stuff up here should have the capacity to not just suck up and in, but kind of drop down and out. All right, let's do the lymph real quick. So starting with your right hand in the left, just above your collarbone, inside here, circling around. Relax your neck and tongue. Relax your face. You can move it a little bit if that feels good. So I was explaining this actually in class last night, my somatic meditation class. I'm kind of taking my 3 fingers, putting them together and moving the whole thing. I'm not digging in. I'm moving the whole system. So I'm kind of grabbing onto my skin so that this is moving the superficial fascia underneath that. And we're hopefully moving that lymph node in there. Yeah, and then switch it to the other side. So using the fingers to kind of grab. If you have a lot of moisturizer on, you might slide around on top. When I studied connective tissue therapy, long time ago, usually the idea was to work on sort of dry skin, not greasy skin, and grab with our fingers so we're moving the fascia. So the same thing. It's like you're not pinching, you're just kind of getting the whole plate with your fingers. Good. And then up here. Now, when I go in here, I am digging in a little bit more. I'm using my fingers. So around the angle of the jaw, I'm using my fingers to get in there a little bit. Relaxing neck, tongue, throat. Relax your face. Give your face some freedom. So a lot of times we kind of lock up our expressions, and then whatever we haven't said is stuck in our face somewhere. Let it go. All the things that you didn't say. Good. Shake that out. Shake, shake, shake. And then into between your pec and your collarbone. So kind of pec and armpit, getting in there. And this, I'm kind of moving around more. So it's not quite the same as what I did up here. I'm kind of digging in, moving around, little circles all around there. And I also like to move my arm so that there's some relationship. So I feel that this upper quadrant of arm into clavicle, scapula, this whole section, lungs, has a relationship. Same thing on the other side, pecs, armpit. And again, in movement analysis in Laban, we talk about our pinky scapula connection, the connection of the pinky to the scapula. I like to add the collarbone into that, and even lungs and heart. So getting in there, feeling this connected whole upper quadrant. Good. Shake it out again. So my arms start to get tired, like partway through with all this rubbing. I don't want to be working with tired arms. So when I shake out, it kind of loosens it up again. Going into stomach, or stomach, belly. Here's my xiphoid process. Here's my belly button. I'm going right in the middle. Getting in there. And for this, I'm kind of getting in one side and the other and pulling. Moving up and down a little bit. This is the biggest sort of lymph area in here. Relax your neck and jaw. See what you can let go of. Yeah. And then shake that out. Maybe a little shake in your body. And we're going to get into groin. So here's inguinal fold. You're just going to go above that between your ASIS, the front of your hip bones, and your pubic bone, sort of in the middle of that area. Femoral fold. And then again, shake that out, shake, shake, shake. And we're going to go down behind the knees. So into the crease behind the knees. I'm going to bend and straighten a little bit. Circles here. And with this, I'm kind of getting in with my finger like that, my set of fingers. And then bounce and shake the whole thing out. So deep diaphragmatic breathing, movement, bouncing. I don't know if you guys remember that class, urban rebounding, where they were basically on one of those little mini trampolines. I know you were really into the trampoline, Catherine. All of that stuff is great for the lymph, clearing it up. And let's take it down to the floor. Let's go all the way down onto our backs on the floor. So taking it all the way down. Stretch your legs down, flex your feet. Just take a second to rest into the floor. Feel the weight of your bones dropping down. So again, the sort of earthy nature of our body is that weighted bone connecting in, letting gravity hold us. So we are not going to fall off the earth. We're here and connected. And then taking your heels, digging into your mat with a heel rock. So seeing if you can send a ripple of movement up and down through your body like a wave. Fluid, easy movement, relaxing the tissues, softening muscles, giving fascia more dynamic freedom and movement. And then release and turn it in and out. And we're going to make big arm circles. So I'm going to flex my feet, reaching through my heels, and then circling my arms as if I'm taking off a shirt. Looking down towards my toes. Inhale, open. Exhale as you come up. Inhale. Big arm circles, nice spiraling action through the rotator cuff as you're doing this. Again, thinking of that connection, like these are big wings that are connecting in to your back, and also to your front, into your organs. And then change direction with the arms, as if you're putting on a shirt, looking down towards your toes. I'm only coming up just past my shoulder blades, so I'm not really coming up beyond a quarter of the way with my head. Thinking of deep, deep breathing. So we get the air. Thank you, air. Thank you, oxygen, for our bodies. Last one. And relax. Bend your knees. Just turn your head from side to side, taking in the space around you, seeing what's there. And then bring your head into center and just turn your eyes from side to side. So your head's kind of stable and your eyes are just looking from one side to the other. As you're in that, maybe slow it down a little bit and feel into the back space, feel into the back of your head, feel into the back of your eyes, feel into the back of your body, and let it just sink a little bit more into the floor. And then easy knees dropping from side to side. Let that massage through your hips and lower back. And I'm turning my head away today. You could turn your head in the same direction. You could just stare at the ceiling. Work with what feels good to you or play around with it. Sometimes I like to try all the possibilities. And sometimes I'm just very happy in one of them. So work with what feels good to you. And let's take this just a little deeper. You're going to take the leg across one side and then the other. Oh, I always get a few adjustments in my spine, usually in my thoracic when I start doing this. And I feel the biggest stretch between my shoulder blades, actually. But all of our organs are happy about this too. Liver, diaphragm, getting some good mobility out of that twisting. And then come into center. And let's take the hands behind the head and elbow to knee, one leg in, one leg out. Going 1, 2, contralateral pattern, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. A little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And relax. Open your arms again, soften. This time let's soften the whole spine. So as if you're moving like a snake or a lizard, letting your head, tail have some freedom, wriggling around. Trying to get that connected feeling. So if my tail is doing something, there's some awareness in my head and vice versa. All right. And let's do one more. Let's do like a Pilates thing. No, let's do the circles with the legs. So hands down underneath your butt, or just reaching wherever. Legs are coming up, out, down, and in. Up, out. I feel like this is like one of my favorite exercises. My body likes to do this every day. Make it small if you need to. But if you can, think of really lengthening through the legs. So I'm pointing up, flexing and reaching through my heels as I go down. And I like to drop my head to the floor and then look towards my feet. So my upper body is sort of doing the same thing that my feet are doing, coming toward the floor and then looking towards my feet. That didn't make any sense. 3 more. 2. Last one. Opening your feet wide, arms up over your head, internally rotate one leg at a time. You can hang out there or keep it moving. My cat is getting in and out of the action today. He's really funny. He makes more noise walking around the house than any of the actual people make. Like it sounds like there's a large man coming down the stairs when he comes down the stairs. When he walks around, I've never heard a louder cat. As far as each footstep, boop, 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 boop. All right, and then coming in, and let's use a block today. If you have a block, stick it in between your knees. If you don't have a block, don't worry. It's fine, you can do it with no block. So block is this way, in between your knees. Hands down by your sides. Let's inhale. What I'm going to do, each inhale, I'm going to change the direction of my palms. So palms down, palms towards each other, palms up. I'm going to spiral all the way, palms out. So inhaling, lifting the pelvis, and exhaling, making a little quarter turn with the palms each time it comes up. And again, thinking of that relationship, pinky into the torso through the rotator cuff. So the whole body, the whole hand and arm, the whole upper quadrant has a relationship and is working together. Fitness has this idea of isolating parts and isolating movement. And in reality, nothing's ever actually isolating. You're always using a bunch of things together. So bringing that back into play, the idea that everything is indeed working together. And then let's release that. Take your block out. Open your heels slightly wider. Lift your pelvis up. Interlace your hands behind your back if possible. Walk your shoulders closer together. We're going to inhale up and you're going to circle your ankles in that lift. So pelvis is high, ankles are circling. I'm circling mine away from each other. Change direction. Front of the body opening, back of the body pressing up. And then come into center, stay high, pulsing up, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Release your hands, widen your shoulders, roll down through your spine slowly, vertebra by vertebra or not, and then open up, stretch it out, free flow and your happy baby. Listen into your own body, adjust with that. And then let's roll back and forth, rolling through your spine, massaging through your back. Taking a few times, or hang out in your plow if that feels good. You can also roll side to side if forward backward is not comfortable. Last one. And let's come up, soles of the feet together, just round forward, let go, soften, surrender, easy body. Relax your neck and shoulders and jaw. Breathing. And come up. And let's open into a straddle. Oop. I didn't even know. He's like glommed onto me here. And then come like without like me feeling that he's there. All right, opening up into a big straddle, starting with circling your ankles. So actually let's circle ankles and wrists. as you're circling ankles and wrists, really elongate your spine. Change direction, other way. And then you're going to take your hands behind, reach through your heels, arch and lift, and then point your toes and scoop your belly back, rounding your spine. So we're not trying to go forward right now. We're just arching and curling. Flex, point, scoop, hollow. Inhale, flex, lift, and arch. Point, scoop, hollow. Inhale, arch, reach, exhale, point, and curl. If you are more open, if you like have had it with this, you could bring it in, and you can also do this in a Baddha Konasana position. I'm just gonna move so that I keep pulling my mat and the carpet all up together. So if you can stay open, stay open. You can also bend your knees there if you need to. We're gonna flex, arch, arching as much as you can, chest reaching forward. Try not to break in the neck. Lengthen, open, take it forward and down. At the bottom, surrender, point your toes, roll it up through your spine. Flexing, reaching out through the heels, arch and open, point and curl and roll it up. So think of kind of like your feet, like in the flex, your back is doing the same thing, feet and back, arching, and then point, curl, and you're rounding to roll up. Flex, reaching out through your heels, arch and open, and point, curl, roll it up, and relax for a second. Shake it out. Let's bring it in. Let's give yourself a break there. Let's do the wide position, spiral, take it down to the floor, push up, over to the other side, spiral, take it down. You could add that arm circle, reaching through the air. I feel like it's a very dancey musical theater arm circle reaching out. I don't know, it's fun if you add that extra bit of drama. And it's great for your tissue because then you're really stretching and reaching through the fascia. It also changes the way that my upper body moves through the space when I add that extra. We would call it spatial intent, reaching out in a way, creating this rainbow of energy around ourselves. Last one. And then we're going to come back to the straddle. So just to reverse the thing we were doing before, which is we're going to be pointed, round your spine, take it down, and then flex, reach and open and come up. Through the top, point your toes, scoop your belly in around your spine, take it down, lengthen your spine, flex and reach it out. Pointing your toes, round, take it down, flex and open, point, curl, round. Reach out through your heels, reach out through your back. Last one, point your toes, round your spine, and then actively reach through your legs and lift and come in and bring it together, bang it out. So that exercise for me has been something that's really opened up my adductors. When I do that, I feel like, which is my inner thighs, I can get further and further and further because I'm really actively reaching from the inside to the outside. Yeah, anyway, let's switch to let's take it into a downward dog. In your downward dog, just bend one knee and then the other, walking through your feet. And then reach your heels to the floor, butt to the sky. Lift your heels high, scoop your belly in, round your spine, roll it forward into your plank. From that, drop your knees to the floor, slowly lower it down to the floor. And then tops of the feet to the floor, baby cobra. Come back down to the floor. You're gonna leave your knees and just push yourself up with knees on the floor. I'm making this easier. Curl your toes under, lift your knees off the floor, drop your head, push through your, rolling it up, rolling wave, lower your heels. Heels high, scoop your belly in, roll it forward all the way. Optional, drop your knees or not, taking it down to the floor. Baby cobra. Release. I don't know if I can even push up from here, but I'm going to try. You can leave your knees on the floor or not. Pushing up. Drop your head, round your spine. Roll it up to the ceiling, lower your heels. Heels lift high, scoop the belly in, roll it forward, slowly lower down, knees on or off the floor. Let's take a baby cobra and release. Taking it down, we're gonna stay down there. Head on your hands, curl your toes under. Push up and down. Invite all the fluid in your body, soft tissue, fascia, muscles, organs to jiggle and release. Let it go. And then bend your knees, let your legs fall from side to side. And then you're going to take your arms out and legs out, opposite arm to leg. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. Again, it's contralateral movement, cross body, great for the nervous system. Relax for a second. Just breathe, wiggle, shift around, soften your spine, soften your abs, soften your butt. Relax inside your pelvis. Relax inside your rib cage, lungs, neck, throat, shoulders, jaw. Soft, easy body. And then we're going to come back up and do regular Pilates swimming, paddling away. You can do a pumping breath or breathe regularly. Lift the whole thing up into an X, float it around like you're flying. And then hands next to your chest, arch all the way up. And round your spine, take it back into a child's pose. Breathe, let go, wiggle around. Soften your body. Find your center, whatever that means to you. Find what you feel like is your center. And just make that a little softer and easier if that feels okay. Letting go of some holding. And then release and roll it up, coming all the way up. And let's come into a forearm plank. Elbows on the floor, legs out behind you. Let's go with one leg up at a time, going 1, alternating sides, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Open your feet a little wider, circle your pelvis towards the floor and butt to the ceiling, circles, 4 in one direction, and then the other way. See if there's some part of your circle that you're skipping. Just tune into the fluidity of your circle. And then bring it down and relax and melt. Tune into your body. See if you can feel your heartbeat. Feel the rise and fall of your breath. Maybe you can feel your pulse through your whole body. Feel your skin. Feel your weight dropping into the floor. And then taking the tops of the feet to the floor. It's like we have these 3 seconds of mindfulness and then we go back to it. But each time we bring ourselves back into awareness is a bonus. And the more that we can move with our awareness, the more beneficial the whole thing is, the more the whole system starts to become coherent, working more together. So arms out to the sides, easy circles. My tops of my feet are on the floor. You could do this with your legs off the floor, but I'm not. Change direction. Palms forward and change direction. And then palms backward and change direction. And take your hands next to your chest, arch up again. Open, look up. Take your tail back. Round your spine into a child's pose. This time, if it feels okay, interlace your hands out in front of your head. You're going to roll up onto the crown of your head and then roll it back. Moving through your spine, rolling up and down. Up and down, letting go. And then release that and come up. And let's come into a side forearm plank. I just need a sip of water. So feel free to hydrate. So hydration is partly drinking water, but it's also moving your body. Movement hydrates tissues. So side forearm plank, pressing up. You could do this with one foot stacked. I like to go one foot in front of the other and then focus more on really elongating my whole body. Pulsing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Take the top arm, thread it through, shift it over to the other side. Pulsing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Thread it through one more time, coming back to the first side. This time, stack one leg up and down, going 1, just for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hello, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. Roll it over. Up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hello. 8. This is hard. 9, 10. And bring it in. Oh, I don't know. It was hard for me. Like, I never do that version. That's why we need variety. Take your legs back a little further. Circles, pelvis to the floor. And again, thinking of making a circle that is at least an oval. Even on both sides, change direction, breathing. And then come in and let's do hands and actually let's do elbows and knees. One leg out behind you, kicking the ceiling up and down. Going 1, 2, long leg, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it in. Come up onto your hands and knees. One leg out to the side. Up and down. 1, 2, long spine. 3. Oh, 4, he brought his toy. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. Yeah, he's got his favorite toy. He brought it in. Up and down. 1, 2, it's a mouse. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It's a gift for you.
It is. It's called I'm here and I would like some attention right now, please. That's I've been walking past you and sitting close by on a regular basis. Now, could you please work with me? He's really funny. He brings it up at night and he like bugles that he's got something like, wow, bro, bro. It's like, oh, you've got your toy. Thank you. Thank you very much. He used to play fetch when he was little, which smaller than this. But he doesn't do that now. He only brings it when he's like, you know, desperate for some attention, I guess, or just bringing it up to sleep. Okay, let's stretch our hips, but let's do one more thing. I got distracted by the cat. He's so cute. Yeah, I think we're actually going to get another one. We want a tuxedo kitty to give him some exercise because he's definitely on the large side. All right, back to hands and knees, just your knee lifting up and down. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Same side, you're going to keep your foot touching, just the knee going out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side, same thing. First the whole leg. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then leaving the foot touching, just the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take your legs out in front of you. And let's do this one. Crossing one foot over the other. You can fold the bottom leg under or not. Oof. Depending on how it feels. Draw your knee in towards you and spiral. Breathe. Try to get both sit bones into the ground. And then switch it to the other side, same thing, spiraling. We're gonna do a couple different stretches here. We'll just start with this one. Same thing on the other side, bottom leg straight or bent, either way, breathe into it. And then come back into center, shake it out for a second. Bang it out, let it go. And we're gonna take the right heel in towards your groin. Inhale, lift, get tall. You can flex the bottom foot, take it down the center. Breathe into it. Maybe it's your left, either one. And then come up, open your arms out side, spiral so that you can go over the straight leg, sideways, side stretch, breathe into it. And then come up, hand behind you on the floor, pressing up, solid gold dancer moment, arch back. And circle around and down to come in. Last thing, cross your heel over, your ankle over your knee. So make sure your ankle is past your knee here. And then fold forward again. Breathe into it. Let go. And come up, unscramble, bang it out. Rotate in and out. Let the calves and hamstrings get really soft and easy, quads easy, and then switching it to the other side. So heel in towards your groin, inhale, reach up, exhale, lengthen forward, breathe. You can always put a block under your knee too, anytime if that hurts at all. And then come up, open it out, spiral, take it sideways over the leg, breathe into it. Inhale up, hand behind you on the floor, press it up, arch back, Keep the arch going if that feels okay. And then circle around and down and come in. And last one, ankle over your knee, fold it forward, breathe into it. Surrender, let go. And then come up, bang it out, let it go. Rotate in and out. Slide your heels underneath you. Let's take the knees forward toward the floor. And then heels. If this hurts in your knees at all, you can just come into a higher forward fold with your knees bent. But if you feel okay, parallel legs, parallel feet, taking it forward and backward, hands moving as necessary. And then butt to the ceiling, head hanging down. Shift from side to side, let it go. Head to tail, tail to head. And then come in and roll it all the way up. Yeah, this is definitely a kitty participation class for me. I just want to finish it off doing the scale, the dimensional cross of axis. So I'm going to just try and find a way to get in there. So this is the Laban scale in the octahedron. I'm going to do it with my left, but it should be mirroring. So you can do it with your right. We're going to go up, reaching up, and then taking it down in the vertical. Let's just do that 4 times, 3 more times. Up and down, vertical dimension, up and down, up and down. Same thing on the other side. Up and down, imagining that you're reaching a point right above you and then a point right below you. Up, and your hand is traveling on the most direct pathway between those 2 points. And then we're going to cross and open. So going back to the right hand and foot, crossing over. Other side is working as a counterbalance and opening wide in the horizontal, crossing over a point over here, opening wide to a point over here. Cross it over, open it wide, cross it over, open it wide. Same thing with the other side, crossing over and opening wide, step across, side open, side across, side open, side across. Coming back to your right, my left, we're going to go backwards and forward. So taking a step back, reaching behind you, and then the same arm coming forward and through. Taking it straight behind you and forward, straight in front of you. Other arm can work as a counterbalance. We're reaching forward and backward. In a perfect world, your hips are facing front, whatever front is to you. So you're spiraling away from your hips. Let's change it to the other side, other hand, right behind you, and then forward, backwards, and forwards. Back middle, so this is the sagittal dimension, forward, backward, like Sagittarius, backward, and forward. Now we're going to put the whole thing together. So the whole thing on your right, up, down, cross, open, backwards, forwards. If you go to the wrong place, no sweat. It does not matter. I think me and Anthony were talking about that expression, no sweat. I think it's a very 70s expression, maybe the 80s. So up, vertical with your right hand and down. Same hand and leg crossing over and opening wide. Taking it back behind you and going forward. Same side again. Vertical up, down, crossing over, cross, and open, taking it backwards and forwards. Again, vertical up, down, side across, side open, taking it backwards and forwards. Just taking up space in your body. We're going to switch it to the other side. Reaching high and low, vertical, step across and open, horizontal, backwards, and forwards, sagittal. So my other side, this leg is pretty much planted the whole time. It doesn't move around. Up and down, step across, open it wide, take it backwards and forwards. Again, vertical, up, down, horizontal, cross, and open, sagittal, backwards, and forwards. Good, so these are just the pure dimensions. Inhale, open, reach out and up. Exhale, let's do this a little differently. Let's open your feet wide. So you're gonna lift up, palms are facing forward. You're gonna stick out your butt. I'm gonna show you sideways. Stick out your butt, arch, drop it down, surrender. Like you're scooping up from the earth. Inhale, lift, stick out your butt, arch, take it all the way down, release your head, scoop it up from the earth, bringing your energy up and out, stick out your butt, stick out your chest, drop it down and release, and one more, up and out, stick it out, down, and stay down there, shift from side to side. Mobilizing your whole spine, release your hips, relax. And then come in, roll it all the way up. Oh, and thank you, everybody in TV land. That's the end. If you were in the Zoom room, you'd know the secret mysteries that happen after I close out the video, just so you know. Like and subscribe.